So, hey, this is Jack Bourne. I'm the founder of Deadline Funnel, and I wanted to reach out to Daniel, who you see here, because he contacted me yesterday on Skype, and I had given him some help and some advice about how to use Deadline Funnel, and he came back and said, "Man, it worked great." So, Daniel, why don't you share with us what you did, and start with before Deadline Funnel and then after?
All right. Basically, I ended up joining that funnel because I wanted I was intrigued by the whole scarcity idea. I was a little bit scared of doing a proper launch because you have to open the cart and close it, and then if you just have one or two products, you start wondering what's going to happen next. Or do I have to wait 6 months or another year in order to open up the sales again? So I was scared to try that. Then I came to know that funnel. So I basically joined it, but I didn't put in place the action in order to implement it. Not because it was difficult, but for the whole every single shiny object you go
Sure.
through,
Yep.
and then it sits there, and then I have lots of notes here on papers to stuff to do. But all of a sudden I started to implement it because back in April I already had two courses, and the price of the course was a little bit low for my perspective. So I sent an email to everybody of my list saying, "Hey, listen, since we are still adding content to the course, we want to the price is gonna be rise.
It's going to be
It's
higher.
gonna it's gonna be turned higher, and you should act now." And it was just one email because I'm also a little bit shy of selling in a way, and nothing happened. Basically, we had the same conversion rate we always had after the initial launch, which was a little bit one course in a week.
Because you didn't give them a deadline. You just said,
No, I
right.
didn't. I just said, yeah, probably it's gonna, not probably, but the price is going for sure to be higher in a little while because we are still adding up stuff. So the content has doubled in time, and that's why the price is gonna rise up. So you should act now. That was all. That was all the whole email, the only email I sent out. And then let me just turn off the notification so I won't be disturbed. And then what happened? Last week, I decided to do it again, but with deadline funnels. Since I already got it, the tool, I said, let's go with it. And what I did was to, first of all, make the price higher all of a sudden on the website.
Mm-hmm.
So the price was already higher, and I had a list of people. I sent an email to them with a autoresponder for 4 emails in 2 days. One was in the night, the day after another one, last day another one, the third one, and the night of the last day, 1 hour before the closing of the car, just one email, the last email, sorry. And I used a deadline, a fixed deadline, not a relative deadline.
Right.
So even was the easier setup of
Mm-hmm.
deadline funnels. It wasn't the overall relative
Right.
scarcity thing. So it was basic deadline funnels, nothing complicated, nothing complex. And what happened is that I put a counter, the timer, on every single email, and this counter was synchronized with the counter on the old price page, which was accessible just for them, for the list. Basically, the email said, "Listen, the price has already got to a new price. If you want the old price, since you are in the list.
Mm-hmm.
There's this secret link you should check. This is the only time you can buy at the old price,
Right.
because in coming Sunday, this old price will be gone. You should act now." And just for the timer there, the timer on the website, and the simple fact that the link I put there was a deadline link, so deadline funnel link, so what basically means that after the deadline is gone, it will change automatically to the new price, the higher price. I was pretty confident. The autoresponder was set, and sincerely, I just enjoyed the moment. For the first time, the finally I felt what every single guru, marketing guru, says about launches, about the frenziness
Right.
and the days of the launch,
Mhm.
and people buying and frenziness, etc. And I felt it. And basically, we did 40 sales in 2 days. And my previous normal, no scarcity, just hey, this is the product.
Mhm.
If you want to buy it, it's there. Basic conversion was one course a week, and we did the 40 in 2 days,
Wow.
uh, and the same price. So there was no special price for the offer. It was exactly the same price,
Mhm.
one course a week, and for the same price, usually using just the deadline funnel timer and automatic switch of the link. It was a 40 sales in 2 days. So
Now,
I was.
one thing that I forgot to ask you to share, give us a little bit of background on what you sell.
Oh, yeah. Basically, we are a magic slash coaching company, and by magic I mean illusionism.
Mhm.
We are magicians, illusionists, and we are specialized in pickpocketing and suggestions slash hypnosis. We have a very skeptic approach to the subject, to the hypnosis subject, and that's what makes us different because we go deeper. What's really going on? I have a degree in computer science and in psychology, and also I my partner is the best magician of the bunch. I'm not, but I'm the tech guru
Right.
and the brain behind the thing, the theories, the
So,
theory.
so are most of your clients in Europe, or are they all over the world?
All over the world. Most of them are Americans, I
Okay.
guess.
Okay.
Then English, and then basically we have two Italians, I guess. Not not that much.
Okay. Well, I guess what I was hoping to just underline, but I know this is true, is that no matter where someone is in the world, deadlines work. It's the same in the
Oh,
U.S., Europe. Yeah.
yeah. And again, I've used just a fixed deadline,
Mhm.
but I would think that having a relative deadline for every single time zone in the world would work much better. That's my second step. In fact, after I spoke with you, I'm going to implement the same tactics, but with an evergreen deadline funnel.
Awesome.
So I'm just happy and
Perfect.
eager to understand, to know what's going to happen.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you.
Ciao, and thank you for the wonderful tool you created. Keep
You're
it going and improve it.
you're welcome. We
Thanks.
will.